Hi, obviously I'm not an artist, and in this vlog I'm going to be displaying and discussing issue 14 of Hachette's Warhammer 40,000 Combat Patrol. This issue comes with two paints, and two of my favourites, Rakarth Flesh, an off-white colour I frequently use on bone and purity seal parchment. It's got a nasty habit of separating, but nothing some various mixing can't handle. And Screamer Pink, a purpley pink colour I frequently use for wax on purity seals or velvet ropes. Also, hey everyone, look, Captain Carlion's on the cover. Hi Captain! The issue opens with the How to Paint guide, detailing exactly how I too use it on Space Marines, which is purity seal, parchment and wax. On the Tyranids, it's used on their tongues. Personally, I use Bugman's Glow on mine though. Into the lore section and looking at the Inquisition. No, not that one. Acting like a secret police, able to destroy worlds or muster vast armies, their power is from ancient laws that are supposed to defend the Imperium. However, their MO really does run the gambit based on their beliefs. Puritan Inquisitors will, at the smallest hint of heresy or infestation, put a planet to the torch. However, radical Inquisitors may ally with Xenos or commune with demons to achieve their goals. Such is the contradiction of the Imperium and the Inquisition. Over page, the three Inquisition orders are identified and displayed by named character, starting with the Ordo Malleus, which defend humanity from demons, entities of the warp, and the cults which worship them. Inquisitor Courtiers with his big hammer and big two-headed eagle is an example of this heavily armoured and warlike Inquisition order. Order Xenos are the alien hunting order exemplified by Lord Inquisitor Dracus and her dragon. They can often be found investigating cults or ancient ruins of races such as Necrons and Eldari. Some of these Inquisitors may work with or hunt down non-humans. Order Hereticus seek out heresy. Inquisitors like Greyfax and her Hattier detect hidden threats in a planet's populace. This could be witches, rogue psychers, or again cults. It's always the cults. They are more secretive than the other orders, using infiltration and interrogation to gather information before exploiting and taking down their enemies. Time for more Space Marine info, and to the right of the page we can see a Dark Angel Company champion or a Blade Guard veteran. Unable to correctly identify which one this was, and with no models to display for this issue, I painted two company champions and a squad of Blade Guard veterans. The first champion was a gift to Combat Patrol subscribers and is the limited edition sculpt from 9th edition. The second is from the new Company Heroes box, which includes a captain, ancient and two veterans. With swordsmen on my mind and on my painting desk, I committed to also finishing the last Space Marine unit from the 9th edition Indomitus box, the Blade Guard veterans. This is a monopose kit, so no options for different poses for the squad or pistol on the sergeant. I'm going to let all of these spin while continuing with the issue. The Space Marine info relates to their Oath of Moment. This is a state of mind and behaviour that manifests in the Astartes warriors, devoting every single ounce of energy and focus on breaking their foe's will and bringing them to heel, even if it means their destruction. Only when this is accomplished will their brutal assault cease. In the game, the Oath of Moment ability enables an entire Space Marine force to get rerolls on failed hit rolls in the shooting and fight phases on one selectable enemy unit. The Mightiest Foes text over page state that Space Marines often swear oaths to enemies that extend beyond one battle, such as greater demons and Xeno warlords. This is displayed with the Space Wolf chapter master Ragnar Blackmane facing off with Orc warlord Ghazghkull Thraka. Oath of Moments have to be witnessed when sworn formally, with a ritual attended by HQs such as captains or chapter masters. The third Tyrannic War took place in the Baal system only 5 years after the second one. High Fleet Leviathan were nearly victorious in destroying the Blood Angels and several of their successor chapters. They got as far as making planetfall on their homeworld of Baal. It was one of the fiercest battles ever, fighting down to the last until the Indomitus Crusade led by Primarch of the Ultramarines, Robert Guilliman, made the assist. The levels of violence during the conflict were so intense that it ripped a hole in reality, which allowed Kabander, the greater demon of Khorne, and his legion of blood-soaked kin to enter through the warp and onto Baal. However, Cabanda, an ancient enemy of the 9th chapter, as he was bested by their Primarch Sanguinius 10,000 years ago, actually aided in person with additional Khorne demons. They piled high Tyranid skulls as a tribute to their god of murder. Chapter Master of the Blood Angels, Commander Dante, the oldest living Space Marine, was pushed beyond his limit during this time, fighting down to a desperate last stand, dueling and ultimately defeating the Tyranid Swarmlord with axe and pistol. The Play section sees information on deployment, how and when you deploy your forces, and who goes first. Then some tips on deployment, such as weapon and objective ranges, and matching unit to power output and defense. Info then on infiltration and deep striking, which can be considered non-conventional movement. Scenario 10, Deep Strike, plays out with a Space Marine force with Deep Striking Terminators and Captain versus a Tyranid force with infiltrating Von Ryan's Leapers. Anyway, issue 14 is complete. Next issue comes with a monster anti-psyker bug known as the Tyranid Psychophage. Please like, comment and subscribe as I continue to chronicle the collecting, construction and creating.